Okay, YouTube friends and family, this is your brother Ron Washington with Black Media Incorporated, and today I'll be doing part 2 on the $1.1 trillion economy that blacks have. In number 1, I begin to discuss some of the reasons why we need our black economy in black America, because we are a nation within a nation. And my question is to our leaders, our spiritual leaders, political leaders all over the world, is that can we actually become a competitive economically and political group in America since we have been the minority for so long? So we understand that there are historical problems that has caused blacks to be in the condition that they're in, but now today I'm telling black leaders all over the world and all over everywhere I go that our problem is not what whites are doing to us, but it's what we're not doing for ourselves. So we need to take a look at ourselves, because I truly believe that's just an inside job. And we can regain our economy because we had an economy once before. But if we don't take some strategic methods, and I'm talking about quick methods, I'm talking about within the next year, within the next 6 months, we will be doomed, we will be devastated. And blacks all over the world would be devastated, because we only, 13% of the population, we only own 1.5% of the nation's wealth. And not only that, but whites do not work for us. We still work for whites. So we got to come together as a people, and we got to, whether our leaders who are leading us want to recognize this problem or not. If they don't, we're going to go on without them, because we really don't need them. If they're not for us and they cannot see our problem and not as concerned as they need to be about our problem, we need to go on and form our own leadership. We don't need to look to President Barack. We don't need to look to our mayors, our black mayors and our black governors. We don't need those people anymore. We need some real leaders in our country. So let's start off by defining what an economy is. What is an economy? Economy is a state of management of labor, land, money, materials for a country or a people's survival. It is the process of goods and services, supply and demand, which involves technology, land production, cultural growth and development, industrial organization, natural resources, social networking, and I can go on and on and on and on about what an economy is. An economy is a way of survival for a people and their country. Okay, so when your economy is weakening or is taken away from you, it can lead to all kind of disease, high impoverishment, high unemployment, etc. And the dollar, of course, can weaken and depreciate, and the value of the community can go down, of course. So my question is, how do we lose our black economy, and how can we get it back? You see, during the time of segregation, we had a black economy. The black dollar was circulating about 36 times before it left our black community. And now today it does not even circulate 4 or 5 times before it leaves our community. Okay, that is economic genocide. I talked about that in the first video. Okay, now we had vibrant communities back in those days during segregation, and it was very powerful because it strengthened every black small business, which grew into a mid-sized business, and of course which grew into a larger business. So places like Harlem, Tulsa, Oklahoma, LaVille, and Jacksonville, Chicago Heights went from ghettos to vibrant communities. So blacks who lived during that Renaissance age pretty much experienced more of a taste of wealth than we are experiencing now in the 21st century. And we have more millionaires and of course billionaires now during this time. But what happened in that time was that our people was forced to buy and sell from each other. It was forced to unify under extreme racial hatred, which brought about a strong social cohesiveness for our people. But we lost one of the most precious Jews ever during that time of integration, and that was our black economy. It was the most important thing to us, okay, during that time. So integration, and even Dr. King, before they killed him, he said, this is one of the last things that he said about integration. He said, I'm afraid that I have integrated my people into nothing. He realized that what he did was wrong, and he was going to try to change it, and he was going to, of course, use another method, but it was too late. They had already killed him. And now we are left with the curse of trying to regain what we have lost through the integration process, because integration took more away from us than it gave. and blacks unknowingly gave up their economic rights, not even thinking about it, and they thought that they would receive assimilation like a lot of other groups can come into America and blend in and interbreed, intermarry, etc. And that didn't work out for us, okay? So the power of our dollar began to die. The circulation power of our dollar began to die. And now we're trying to reprocess and duplicate its value, and it's so hard for us to do that because every time we get paid, our money goes in on another ethnic group hands, okay? So we cannot keep ignoring the truth about this. We need to talk about it. We need to bring awareness. This is why I'm doing these videos. We need to bring awareness to it. And if our leaders won't listen to us, we will find leadership in our community somewhere. We will become the leaders. So we got to do some very strategic things, and I'm talking about quick, within the next year or two. If we're going to see some real change, and if we're going to stop failing our generation, our next generation, we got to do some very strategic things, and I mean now, because I truly believe we never really heal from slavery with this mentality as a beggar. And I want to erase that legacy. I want to be able to become a competitive, economic and political group in America, so we can give our people jobs, so they can come to us for jobs. So our children can come to us for jobs and stop going to their former and present oppressors for jobs. And this is why these lectures are so important. And of course, we're going to get this word out, just like Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. That month is so important because it reminds people all over the world, men and women, to go get tested early. Why? Because cancer is a slow killer, or it can be a fast killer. And just like ignorance concerning your condition is a cancer. It can kill you slowly, or it can kill you. It can kill you fast, or it can kill you slowly. It can kill you generationally. We can go on like this for the next 10 years and not do anything about it, not come up with an economic action plan, because that's what we need. Even Malcolm X said it. We need an action plan, okay? We don't need people out on the outside telling us what we need to be doing without action. We need an action plan. This is an inside job. And we need to stop all of this saying that we're so divided that we can't come together. Yes, we can come together. We can come together when we go to the clubs. We can come together when they have all of these type of recreation activities out here, to the big park over here. We can come together when it's time to go to the fair. We can come together when it's time to go to the Jaguar games here in Jacksonville, Florida. We can come together. It's just that we have to do it. We have to make up our mind and do it, and whole group meetings, whether they're inside the church or outside the church, in our community centers, even in our neighborhoods. And let's kick this thing off. I'm Brother Ron Washington with Black Media Incorporated, and I'm going to leave you on this positive note. If it's not making money, it's not making sense. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.